So in this video, I just want to do a quick demonstration of Microsoft Office Online. As you may know, the university subscribes to Office 365 from Microsoft, and that enables us to have a copy of Office that you can install on your machines at home. One of the features that we have though, is we have this ability to run Office in a browser window. Now you can gain access to this just by simply going to office.com, and what will happen at that point is you'll be asked to log in, and you log in using the standard King's University authentication dialog, and then you'll land on this page, and this is the starting page for Office 365, and what you'll see is a bunch of icons here for all the applications that we can run. And Office 365 also has equivalent functionality to Box and Dropbox, which is called OneDrive, and though I've got some files down here, but I'm not going to talk about those today. What I'm more interested in is the ability to run these applications in a browser window. So we can run a version of Word and a version of Excel and a version of PowerPoint that exists solely in the browser, so it doesn't require staff or students to actually install any software. So for example, let's go into Word. Let's create a Word document, and it's loading it in. Now you can see I'm running a version of Word, a sort of cut down version of Word inside the browser window, and you can see it's automatically saving it, and I can do all sorts of things like change the name, etc. Now where this is particularly useful is for collaborative editing. So this file is actually being saved in the cloud into my Microsoft OneDrive area. It's not actually being saved locally. Now the advantage of that means that I can actually give access to this document to various people. So up here, let's just prove it looks like sort of standard Word. So this is a Word document. And what we can do up here is we can share this file. If I tap on the share icon, and I've got some choices here, I can invite a particular person or people, and I think this is the option that's particularly interesting, is this one here which says copy link. So now if I select copy link, and what I can do is, if I can do it properly, here we go. I'm going to say people in Kingston, and obviously we can say specific people, we can say people in the Kingston domain. I'm going to say allow editing, and then I'm going to click apply, and now I can copy the link. And now what I've got here is I've got a URL, and this URL is a specific URL. If somebody clicks on this link, they will go to this document in a browser, in Chrome or Safari or whatever browser they're using, Edge or something. So now I can copy that link. Now the reason that I think this is particularly useful and sophisticated is that let's go into something like Canvas. And what we could do is we could have an educational exercise where, for example, we want students to collaborate on briefing documents or write a report or do something like that. And we could get them to do it in groups. And the way that we can do it in groups is by using that shared link. So you can see I've already laid out some text here. So I could simply go into the edit mode for the Canvas page. Give it a second, scroll down, and here it says my Group A document. And what I can do is I can highlight that, and then up here I can go to link to URL, and I can simply paste that URL inside. Insert link. Save the work. And there we are. So now what we have is a link in my Canvas page, and if any students, the students who are in Group A, tap on that link, what it will do is it will carry them through to this shared Word document that they can then collaborate on. And what's nice is when many of them are actually editing it, you can see you get different cursors and different colours indicating that they're simultaneously editing it in parallel, which is really nice. They can actually work in real time on the documents together. Now, what's really nice about that is we've got Word documents, so they could collaborate on Word documents. They could be working on an Excel spreadsheet. They could, for example, be working on a PowerPoint presentation. So in here, it could be a link to a Word document, it could be a link to an online PowerPoint presentation. What we could do is we could simply set up, I've got 3 here, Group A, Group B, Group C document. I could have 5 documents, and I could just go through, create in here. I could create 5 blank documents, generate that URL for each one, go into Canvas, and then I could simply paste the URL in here. And I think that's a really nice way of promoting collaboration between the students, and also you have a degree of control over it because, of course, as a staff member, you can click on that document and you can see what they're doing in real time. One of the last features that I'll mention here is that you can, this is a Word document, so you will be able to download it and save it as a Word document for archive purposes. But I do think that's really nice, that facility to actually edit this in place. Also, there's this other bit over here where students can actually comment on the document in the panel on the right, which is excellent.